Hi, I'm George, the Weather Dad, to take a look at your upcoming weekend. And overall, it's going to be kind of warm with some showers, but nothing that I think is going to really mess up your weekend as far as outdoor activities are concerned. There'll be a couple of showers around the Midwest. The problem areas will be the Southeast. Now, as far as temperatures are concerned, things are starting to really warm up. Here we are on Thursday. Very hot out in the Central Plains, nice and cool up in the Pacific Northwest, but you can kind of see temperatures ranging pretty much near normal or above normal throughout most of the eastern two-thirds of the U.S. Some yellow you're showing up here in the Appalachians and the Carolinas because that's where most of the inclement weather is going to be, let's say, parked over the next several days. And you can kind of see that here on Friday. Once again, there's that yellow down in the southeast, but temperatures, well, they're going to be above normal. I think temperatures could be in the lower 90s right here in the Ohio Valley over the next several days, including up into the weekend. Here we are looking at Saturday. Again, very hot across the area. We do have another system working its way southward, and that could kick off some showers later on in the weekend or maybe early next week. Here we go on Sunday. There's that area of energy that's moving down that's going to bring some cooler air. But a lot of this, again, is response to cloud cover as well as rain. That's why you see a lot of yellow there. It does dry out a little bit in the southeast, but not a whole heck of a lot. By next Wednesday, very hot across most of the country, as you can see there, with some patches of some yellow. And again, that reflects precipitation for the most part. Speaking of precipitation, here on Thursday, a couple isolated showers around the Ohio Valley, Midwest, a little bit wetter there in Kentucky, Tennessee, and certainly down into the southeast. This is Thursday, Friday. Not much change down in the southeast. Once again, a couple of showers. We're going to call them mainly instability showers. A lot of humidity around. The sun will cook the ground and kick off a few showers. Here on Saturday, pretty much the same thing. Again, wet, pretty wet. You could be looking at several inches of rain down into the southeast over the weekend. As we head on into your Sunday, still pretty wet down in this area. There could be something brewing, and you have to keep an eye on it. Right now, the models aren't really showing anything down in this part of the country, but nevertheless, when you have that much activity, something you have to keep an eye on. But again, right here in the Midwest, it's going to be hot, but just a couple of showers around. And then here next week, this is the middle of the week, on Wednesday, you still see some showers across the Ohio Valley and the Midwest. That's that next system pushing its way in, and again, some precipitation hanging around the Gulf Coast. The tropics, well, there could be something brewing later on next week and possibly after that. Right now, it's looking like it's going to stay out into the Atlantic, but we are going to have to keep an eye on it. We're getting now into that part of the hurricane season where things are going to start ramping up. So it's something we're going to have to keep an eye on from that standpoint. But here in the Midwest, looks like it's going to be a hot with just a couple of showers around. I'm George, the Weather Dad.